This is part 5 of series on comparing open source large language model with GPT 3.5. In this video, we compare guanaco 13 billion and guanaco 33 billion with GPT 3.5 model. The guanaco models are fine-tuned chatbots obtained through 4-bit QLoRa tuning of llama-based model. They are available in 7 billion, 13 billion, 33 billion, and 65 billion parameter size. The link for the codes are available in the description of this video given below. And I run these models on run pod with the A6000 on these GPUs, 48 GB VRAM and 31 RAM. So it doesn't take a lot of time. It just gonna run maybe 35 minutes. We set up the environment and installing all the necessary packages first. Then we set up the LangChain multi-doc retriever. We import all the necessary functions. We also import this package. We set up the guanaco 13 billion model. And again, I don't use here 4-bit. So since I was using 48 GB RAM, so I was able to run it on Torch B float 16. We download the data from my GitHub account, stock_market_June_2023. We initialize a directory loader designed to load text files from data source name stock_market_June2003, loading all the necessary files into the directory. Then we initialize a recursive text splitter with a specified chunk size in our lab. Similarly, we split the loaded documents into a chunk of text using the define_text splitter. We set up the text generation pipeline that integrates the pre-trained model and tokenizer. We then proceed to load the embeddings using E5 large v2. Then we create a directory where all these embeddings would be stored, and Chroma module convert the text into embedding using a specified embeddings. And we set the k equal to 3, so that to pick the 3 closest matches for everything we ask it. Then we start a retrieval QA to answer the questions. We specify the LM, staff, retriever, and then document return_document equal to true. And these functions then process the response from the language model and print the results and the sources. So let's look at the question that I asked. So the first question is, how much has Microsoft invested in OpenAI? So answer is, I don't have this information. Useful answer 10 billion. Bill Gates personally invested 5 million in OpenAI. So it was not able to answer this simple question. So we can just look at we can compare it with GPT 3.5 and look at the answer from it. So okay, so the question is that, okay, let me just look at the question. Okay, so the question is how much Microsoft has invested in OpenAI. So Microsoft invested in 1 billion in OpenAI. So this was not able to answer it. Second question is that, could you please enumerate the companies that have been highlighted for their potential stock? So the companies that have been highlighted for their potential stock growth include Arbor Metals, Tesla, Kipling, Microsoft, Nvidia, Shopify, Intuitive Surgical, and Mercado Libre. So yeah, so this answer is fine. So this answer is, we can have a quick look at from GPT answer. So companies that have been highlighted for their potential stock growth are Arbor Metals, Corp, Tesla, Kipling's, Metals, Microsoft, Nvidia, Shopify, Intuitive Surgical, and Mercado Libre. So I think the answer is, this answer is fine. This answer is similar. Okay, so next is how many companies have been highlighted for their potential stock growth. So they said there are 10 companies in the passage. So yeah, this is not correct answer. So let's look at the answer from the, so how many companies that have been highlighted for their potential stock growth. So there are 8 companies there. So this is that there are 10 companies. Next, we have, what were the reason behind the Shopify? What were the reason behind Shopify decision to lay off a portion of its workforce? So it says that layoff never easy, but sometimes they can be necessary for a company to thrive. In this case, Shopify difficult decision, lay off 20% workforce. Okay, so to become more efficient and cost effective. Okay, so they have some other details there. Let's look at the answers from the GPT 3.5. So answer is here. So answer is quite very concise, precise answer here. To reduce our head cost and make Shopify more asset in the long run. So this answer is somehow is good, but it has some extra details. It's not actually to the point. So how much Nvidia dominance in the GPU market contribute a strategic position in the AI industry? So answer is Nvidia dominance in the GPU market has allowed them to establish itself as a key player in the AI industry by controlling portion of GPU market. Nvidia is able to leverage its resources and expertise to develop cutting-edge AI products and services. So still is giving the answer, but the answer is again too long. So okay, recently invested. Alphabet. Okay, so look at the answer from this. So Nvidia dominance in the GPU market allow them to provide hardware like A100 chips, H100 chips to AI platforms like ChatGPT, Alphabet. So this reinforces Nvidia technological leadership and help them drive their share prices. So you can see that this answer is again is quite a bit large answer, is very long actually, and those somehow is talking about the technology and other stuff there. Okay, so another question is what are the top 5 countries that and how much their stock will increase? So yes, this the first 4 companies are fine, but this added some other stuff there. So if you look at from the answer from GPT 3.5, so it says that Palantir sold 74%, Nvidia witnessed a growth of over 34%, CrowdStrike holding increased by 30%, Shopify. So you can see that this answer is somehow is good, okay, but not 100% accurate. Okay, so let's now look at the guanaco model. So I'll just quickly go over to, I skip everything. These steps are very similar as we saw with the guanaco 13 billion so I'll just jump to the questions that we have here. So the only thing is different is now I'm using a 33 billion merge model here. And there are some difference in the steps there a little bit, but not too much. Okay, we set up again with this ChromaDB. And then we load our embedding. So I'm using the same embedding as used it for 13 billion. Then we create the database. So let's look at the answers now. So how much Microsoft has invested in OpenAI? Microsoft has invested $1 billion in OpenAI. So yes, this is correct. Is if you remember, is same answer by GPT as well. 8 companies have been highlighted. So yeah, so this gives a very nice answer in this format here. This also gives in this like 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8 here. And there are 8 companies in the text. Again, it gives very nice answer, same as almost like GPT 3.5. Let's look at the other questions. What were the reason behind Shopify decision to lay off a portion of workforce? So it's give again more detailed answers, including I going to talk about COVID-19 pandemics and other things, and it pick up some of the other stuff there. But by laying off portion of workforce, Shopify is able to reduce overall operating costs. So I think this is something that talk similar as by GPT 3.5, but this answer is a bit more long. How does NVIDIA dominance in the GPU market contribute to a strategic position in the AI dominance and in the AI industry? So NVIDIA dominance in the GPU market gives them several advantages. So let's talk about the GPU market. So that's good. Allows them to invest heavily in research and development, product remain at the forefront of innovation. Secondly, it means that they can offer their customer access technology. So yes, that's good. Somehow this answer is fine. Let's look at now the other question. Could you provide information on the top 5 companies if available and detail the increase in the stock? I slightly asked a different way, but still Palantir, NVIDIA is giving 17.6%, 34.3%. I don't know, let's pick up the information by itself. And also, if we look at the answers from the GPT 3.5, it was just 74%, 34%, 30%. Yes, so in the end, we can say that the guanaco, both guanaco 33 billion is better than definitely than 13 billion. But we can say that this guanaco 33 billion is performing almost like 90% of GPT 3.5 model. Thank you for watching this video.